Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. My name is JP and this is Wander to Get Lost. Alright, so welcome back to another video. You may be wondering why I'm underneath the RV. Well, it's time to drain the transmission fluid, and I also have a transmission fluid leak. Our RV is at 112,000 miles. None of the paperwork that I got with the RV says anything about draining the transmission fluid or having it ever been flushed. So at this point, I will never flush the transmission fluid just because that's going to cause a whole host of problems. But I am going to drain the transmission fluid. I'm going to drop the pan, replace the gasket, and then fill it back up. We are going to be towing our Jeep, so I want to have fresh transmission fluid in the pan. So right now I am underneath. I'm going to unscrew the drain plug. I'm going to drain it out, and then I'm going to drop the pan, check the gasket, replace that, and put everything back, and then I'm going to fill it up with the transmission fluid. We have a 2008 Winnebago Sightseer. On the transmission fluid dipstick it says use Mercon SP. That's the automatic transmission fluid. I actually went to Ford yesterday and they gave me Mercon V and said that was compatible. I did a lot of research, and pretty much everywhere that I read said you cannot mix the Mercon SP recommended for this RV with the newer Mercon 5 that Ford sells. So they said don't do it. So I went to Advanced Auto Parts like 5 minutes ago, and I got the Mercon SP that has to go into this transmission. So that's the fluid I'm going to be using, and I'll show you that when I fill it up. All right, so right now I'm just going to drain the fluid. All right, let's go. All right, so here is my transmission pan. That's my drain plug down there, and it's actually been leaking around it. So I'm going to inspect that, and I may have to get a thread sealer on there as well, just to make sure nothing leaks. And I inspected around here, and there is fluid coming out, and you know, it's definitely old. So I'm going to drop the pan, clean it out, put a new seal on gasket, and then remount this. So it's going to be a bit of a project. It's a little tedious. There's a lot of bolts, and I want to definitely be careful that I do not strip any of these bolts, because that's going to be a big problem. All right, so let's start by draining all the fluid out, and yeah, it's going to go right into there. The one bad thing, just if anybody's noticing, is that this drain plug is right by the muffler pipe, and it's right on top of a cross member. So I'm going to see if I can get a funnel in there to funnel it down into my collection bit. All right, let's go to work. All right. All right, well, my funnel idea didn't really work. It's just flowing too much, so I'm just going to let it drain and then clean up the crossbar. See, it's draining down. And they say anywhere between, I guess when you drain the transmission pan, they said about 6 to 8 quarts will probably come out. So I guess we're just going to give it a while for it to completely drain out, and then we'll replace the drain plug. And it does look rusty at the bottom, but the seal does look okay. So just going to clean that up, make sure it's good. And I might put a little they sell a sealant that goes around the threads just to make sure that nothing leaks. All right, so there's pretty much just a little drip coming out, so I think we're good. I'm going to replace the plug. I'm just going to leave it hand snug because when I drop the pan, I'm probably going to take it out and inspect the threads on the pan. So I got a bunch of transmission fluid on this cross brace. I'm going to spray it with some brake clean just to get it off, and then I can remove this pan and then start loosening all these bolts. Okay, that's good. All right, now the labor part of taking all these bolts out. All right, I think I have about 30 of these bolts to do. I'll see you in a while. All right, all the bolts are out, and all right, got the pan down. Just got to figure out how to slide this out. Jeez. Oh man, I got like rust in my ears. All right, how's it going, everybody? So here is the pan. I'm just going to drain the remaining of the transmission fluid into here. I'm going to clean this out, and then here's my new gasket. Alright, so the good thing about this brake clean stuff, it cleans really well and it dries super quick. So just make sure we get all of it out. Alright, nice clean pan. Let's test fit the new seal, or gasket, sorry. All right, so we're good. Yeah. All right. So we're going to now just reset the pan, tighten it all down again, and then fill up the transmission fluid. All right, so gonna go back underneath and do that. All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's like 7:40 on Friday morning. I got up at around 6:30 to come out here and continue working on the transmission pan and fluid. So rather than bore you with a bunch of just tightening bolts, the pan is now back on and all my bolts are tightened. It's got the new seal, so we should be good to go. So I'm gonna start filling it back up with the transmission fluid. Just gonna double check my bolts right now, just go through and make sure they're all snug and tight, and then let's go fill it up, and then we're done with this project. All right, this is the Mercon SP automatic transmission fluid that is recommended by Ford for this F53 model chassis. I have the it's a 2008. So I actually went to Ford and they gave me Mercon V or Mercon 5, and then I was doing a lot of research online that says do not mix the different Mercon fluids. So I actually went and got this at Advanced Auto Parts. So even on the back of this, it says do not use for applications where Mercon ULV, Mercon LV, Mercon V, or 4 type F fluids are recommended. So even this says do not mix. So don't mix the fluids. Alright, so I got a long neck funnel, and I'm gonna just start filling this up. So hopefully we'll be good and there won't be any leaks. Alright, so here we go. Alright, what's up everybody? Everything is finally done. I'm just running the engine right now. I'm just going to make sure the transmission fluid level is good. So I'm going to pull that out, but otherwise I'm all done. Just got to do some cleanup. There. Got to bring that to the auto store for disposal. I just got to pour that into the container I have. Otherwise we're set to go. So since we've been here mooch stocking at Jordana's parents, now changed the oil, changed the power steering reservoir, and now we did the transmission fluid and reseal and put a new seal on the pan. So yeah, engine actually sounds really good. I have a belt in there that probably needs to be, some of the belts need to be changed out. My father-in-law gave me some conditioner spray, so I'm going to crawl under there and spray that, but otherwise we're good. So let me pull out the dipstick and I'll show you the level. All right. I got pink on the hot, so it's nice. Here we go. So we're good. Alright, so I ended up adding 7 quarts, and the Ford dealer said you would probably be anywhere between 6 to 8. We've had a leak for a while, so when I run this to, actually it's moving day, so we're going to the next park that we're going to be at for a while. I will run this, and when I get there I'm going to check the fluid again, see what the level is, and then maybe I might have to add another quart. But otherwise this is done. I'm super happy and I'm excited, and we're excited to hit the road. So yeah, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, follow along. We're starting our adventures and we're off to the next park today. Thanks for watching. And it's Friday, so have a great weekend everybody, and I don't know, stay lost. All right, see you later.